the new heaven and the new earth, and the crown jewel of the new heaven and the new earth is the holy city, New Jerusalem. Verse 2. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. That's the capital city that comes down out of that third heaven to this new earth and heaven that God makes. The capital city is the New Jerusalem, and it is some kind of city. I mean, it's an amazing place. And the scripture says that it's made ready as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, John 14, where Jesus said, let not your heart be troubled, believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you, for I go to prepare a place for you. That's the place. That's the place, the capital city of the new heaven and the new earth, New Jerusalem. He's preparing that place. That's the place that comes down. And the Bible tells us that's the place that has streets of gold, that has gates of pearl, that has walls around it, that is 1,500 miles in length, in width, and in height. It is some kind of place. It is prepared as a bride adorns herself for her husband. Now, I've done enough weddings, and with 3 daughters that have all been married, I know about brides getting ready for their wedding day and for the event. You know, that's a big deal for a bride. And so, you know, I've done these weddings, and they're talking about at the rehearsal dinner, well, what time should we be here tomorrow? It's Friday night, you know, weddings at 2 on Saturday. What time should we be here tomorrow? Well, everybody needs to get here at 8. Good night, 8 o'clock. You do it at 8. Get ready. It takes a bride a long time to get ready. Why? Because she is going to pull out all the stops and look as beautiful as she can possibly look on her wedding day. So from 8 to 2, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., what's she doing? She's working on looking good. She's going to pull out all the stops. What does God do? He pulls out all the stops on the new heaven and the new earth, and especially the crown jewel of heaven, which is the holy city, New Jerusalem. 1,500 miles long and wide and tall. This gives you a picture to get some perspective on it. That's a map of the United States. 1,500 miles is basically half the size, in surface area, half the size of the United States, roughly. But then it also goes up 1,500 miles. And so that's what the holy city, New Jerusalem, would look like compared to the earth. I mean, it is some kind of place. You can do the math and figure out what is the amount of space in the New Jerusalem. Hey, if you had 3 miles, I read somewhere it says, you know, as far as the eye can see, when you're looking out just horizontally, you can see about 3 miles. So if as far as the eye can see in the New Jerusalem, you would have 500 floors in the New Jerusalem, and every floor is half the size and surface area of the United States of America. This is a big house. It's a big place. It's a big city. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. Well, I bet so. If it's 1,500 miles length, width, and height, as the old song says, it's a big, big house with lots and lots of rooms. And so that is the masterpiece of heaven, where the holy city is,